Guys, we're on the Cape. I'm only going to be able to get a couple hours in this afternoon, but I do have my equipment with me, and I want to get inside the boat and start looking at the lighting that I already did the short video on. We're down here for Christmas. We already did Christmas over at a house that the whole family rented over in Dennis, and now I have managed to get a few hours off all by my lonesome, so I can finally get aboard Little Girl. Other than that, the whole trip down here is all about family. I got that. That's fine. I'm really glad to do family. But look, I also like to work aboard Little Girl. So let's go see what we got. Well, I've already been out here, and I can tell you, tarp held up beautifully. So we're going to be nice and clean and dry inside. Yeah, we're good. I left everything in real nice shape aboard, just because, well, I was trying to remember the massive cleanup I was trying to get done because my daughter was coming over, and yeah, it was worth all the effort. She's really looking ship shape and bristle fashion in there now. Well, it's good to be back aboard. Let's get this turned around and get started on this. All right, so I got the electricity that I've already run out here. I've got to get the cord up into the cabin, and I'm going to get my little heater on, and then we're going to get to work doing some measurements. Let me see if I've got, where's my cord? Well, I guess the electric cord is inside. I'm going to have to go back in the house and see where all that electric cord is that I bought. And are we going to get out the little lights, the little courtesy lights that I bought, and see how they fit up onto the ends of these cubbies. And let's get started on this project, see how it comes out. Just managed to get the old bulb out of my V-berth courtesy light. Keep in mind, that bulb has been in there for 50 years. I don't think anybody's ever changed it. Let me tell you, it was a pain getting it out, and I couldn't get it back in. But what I was able to do, I had a brand new bulb that came in one of the courtesy lights that I had ordered, and so I managed to get that one back in, and so for right now it's functional. We're gonna leave it. I'm not gonna mess with trying to put the LED lights in these V-berth ones. I kind of don't mind if these are a little softer light in here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get the lens back on this, and I think we're done with the V-berth. I will be using the LED in the back in the galley area because I want the extra light, and so that's where I'm going to head right now. I'm going to just go ahead and get the lens back on this one, and then we're going to work back in the galley. Well, I just got this lens back in with no problem at all. It's got two little tabs down here that you just get into the bottom so it braces itself, and then you push in from the top, and it's got two little prongs that just push back into place and lock down. So anyway, at least it's got a brand new bulb in it. It's the 90, I forget what the number on those silly things is. But anyway, it's the standard bulb that came in it, but it's a brand new one as opposed to the 50-year-old jobby that was in there. So, all right, we got that one replaced. And now we're going to move back into the galley and see what we can do from there. Well, I can't find that two-strand stuff that I bought a long time ago, and it was really excellent. It worked fantastic because you got two strands already encased. In other words, it's all inside a single line, and it was perfect because I was able to hitch it up to, I can't remember. Oh, I know what it was. I was able to hitch it up to my running light switch down here, run it all the way to the back, tie it into the stern light back here, which you can't see from here, and flip the switch, and it was all set, you know. But now all I can find left that I have is just two single strand. I got a whole coil of red and partial coil of green. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to run up to Advanced Auto up here and see if I can pick up some stuff. I'll just make sure to silver all the ends that tie into everything, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, all right, well, let's go pick up some wires, see if we can find it. So I just got back from West Marine. I went up there and got some 2-strand. I looked forever, but I finally found it, and anyway, and it was really cheap. So anyway, I got about 15 feet of a good 2-strand, which is going to do the job. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm not going to install this today. I'm going to set up a dummy line from the battery up to where the light is going to be, particularly the one over by the sink, because that's where I have in mind to, and I'm going to do it both sides, but I'm going to just see how that particular LED light in the new light fixture is going to work, how much light it's actually going to give at that location. The other thing I'm going to be doing, and I'll share it with you in a minute, is a project I got from being online and seeing somebody who had a Sailmaster 22. By the way, the Sailmaster 22 and the Seafarer 23 are virtually identical hull sizes, and it's got a little bit different design interior, but I really like something that they did on that 22. And ironically, on my deed, what do you call it? My title, this is listed as a 22. So anyway, I'll share that with you in a minute. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and hitch up a couple of dummy lines going up to where I'm going to tie into that light and see how it looks in place. And that way, the next time down, we'll go ahead and make the installation. I'm running out of time, and I just want to get this part of it done. I'll show this to you as soon as I get it hitched up. Well, it's plenty bright, but it's kind of kind of shining in the wrong place. I wish I could mount it up here where this little punch light is, but I don't want to go tying up into this. I just don't want to go screwing up into that. I'll look into it. So anyway, the next time, I think we may go ahead and do this and just mount it right where it is. I may make a little thing to tilt it out. I don't know. See, if you go up more, yeah, that's better. You go up more, like right up to the to where the cubby ends, and it gets more light out here. Yeah, I think that's probably what we're going to do. And so next time we do this, we'll go ahead and run the line, and we're going to have to drill 2 holes, one for the line to go through, actually 3 holes, and 2 small holes where the little screws, mounting screws for the unit will go. I guess that's about it. Well, I just took my electric panel down. My override switch to the bilge pump has not been working. I've been trying to figure out what's going on. I don't see anything wrong here. Everything looks like it's wired right. I've checked down below. I'm going to keep checking down below because I still think it's down there. I think it's a bad connection, either at the battery or at the pump. But anyway, I'm gonna just check everything here. The main thing I was concerned about was that there used to be a leak right up here. There's one of those fair lead. There's a fair lead right up inside here, which you cannot see, but it's bolted through, and there was a leak right through the fair lead, and I took it apart and rebedded everything a long time ago, and I think it worked because there's no water in here now at all. What I want to do is actually arrange so that as soon as I come into the cabin, I can just do one switch for the galley lights. The other lights, the V-berth lights, are already on their own separate switch. Here, let me just go ahead and do this. There you go. There you go. Okay, they're already on their own switch, and that's great. But I would like to keep it separate. There is not another switch on here that I can go ahead and tie into. I don't want all of them on the same switch. I want to be able to keep the V-berth lights on their own switch so that when I get ready to turn in for the night, I can turn those on. Otherwise, the galley lights will be on, completely separate, because you're going to be using the galley at a different time. I will figure it out. Meanwhile, I went to good old West Marine and got some really nice 2-strand stuff. Didn't cost me that much for 15 feet. I think it was only about $10. So anyway, that's it for this little project for this trip. Now we're going to talk about another one, and let me get set up and I'll share this with you. Okay, pardon the mess, but what we're going to be doing, this is going to be the cooking surface. This is where the stove will be, and in order to utilize that preparation area and all this kind of stuff, over here is a sink. Hello, it's everybody's seen it before. There's a little sink. This is a brand new tap that I put in, so we got good water, coming into the boat from the little tank down here. But over on this side, in order to have more room for preparation and put some things aside that I may need for cooking and so forth, what he had done was come out from underneath this ledge, straight out, and this is, you actually strike a level here, coming straight out and landing on a wood strip that'll be 24 inches long, that goes all the way from here back to here, and it lands on it. But the shelf, as it were, which was going to create a shelf, is actually the same configuration as the cushion. In other words, it's got the same curvature, the same line going back here as the cushion does down here. So it's going to be an easy thing to do, because all I've got to do is do a mounting board here that holds it up in place, and then another one over here that it attaches to underneath. Okay, that's going to create a nice shelf all the way across here with storage underneath, maybe on top of the V-berth cushion. I don't know. I've got to make up my mind what I'm going to do about that. But it should be really easy to do, because I can just take and trace the back edge of the wood shelf from the cushion that is very, very carefully cut to, as far as the width is concerned, the curvature is concerned. Use that same curvature on the back edge of the shelf that's going to come out here. And this is not going to be a sitting area. It's not going to be a sleeping area. It'll just be, for one-man usage on the boat. And like I said, I'm going to have to do some measuring, some careful measuring and so forth. But that's the idea. I'll tell you what, guys, let me know what you think of it. Like I said, I've got a picture of how it worked out on another guy's boat, and he's done a lot of solo work staying on the boat. And his boat is virtually identical in size and cabin size to mine. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. That's what we're going to be doing right now. I'm going to take some measurements, then we're going to button up, and we're going to be out of here. Okay, listen, because we got all the family down here, and we're getting ready to go out to eat, I've been really pushing with the schedule here. And I'm sorry for acting or being a bit scattered and stumbling over myself. But anyway, thanks for stopping by Restoring Little Girl. I do plan to, while I'm gone away from the boat for a while here, I plan to work through the ideas and try to get as much of the conception of all this down as possible. This is kind of a winter refit. I'm doing some things I want to do to be able to get this boat more solo compatible, solo friendly, so that it's just going to be me, as far as I know. I got a great, relatively new engine that I bought from my brother that's just superb, a really nice little Honda, and that's going to be a nice safety feature. It's going to be a nice feature getting in and out of harbors and all that kind of stuff. We're going to get that deck all done. We're going to get some stuff done aboard in the cabin area. All of this aimed at being able to try to get out next summer and get some sailing done and particularly some solo sailing. I don't mind my family being around and taking them for day sails, but from now on, in terms of being overnights, that's just me. I did this with my brother one time. The poor guy felt like he was in a Chinese torture coffin over here in this starboard V-berth, starboard quarter berth. And so I just decided we're not going to do that again. I'm very comfortable on this boat by myself. And I love the V-berth. Having it all to myself, it's just so much better. I'm just going to be making some upgrades during the winter time, and I wanted to share this with you, and give you this wrap up with my thoughts a little more contained instead of so scattered. Right now, I do have to wrap up. I got to get the boat covered, and we're going to be the whole family. Going out to some Chinese food. Instead of going to get it, we're going to go out to Chinese. So kind of looking forward to it. Listen, thanks for stopping by Restoring a Little Girl. We'll catch you on the next time around. And I'll be sharing some more thoughts of this. I'll probably want to get back to Vermont and kind of do a wrap up and share some of the detailed thoughts with you that I work out in the process. All right, thanks a lot. And we'll catch you on the next time down.